Hey guys, how are you? Today I have the third video that I'm going to be doing for my Unbridled theory. You're going to see me lay down my third drills and I'm going to work on it for a while. I may time lapse another, I may not. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's the first losing track died in other year than myself. So bear with me, please. So get a drink, sit back, relax, and let me take you on this journey to Unbridled theory. Now, this will be in the playlist that is titled Unbridled theory or DTD. I don't know what I called it, but this will be in the playlist. And you'll be able to see me start it. I'll do a progress, and then I'll come back and I'll videos so that I can lay down the last drills. And then I'll do a toast video. And then on to the next one. But for now, enjoy this. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, and I am back, and I'm in a mess, so just give me a second to get my bearings. Gotta get my pen. I thought I had that out, did not. Let's just remote up before I'll stop the video halfway through, and then I'll be, there it's it. Okay, now, I'm really, not coordinated, guys, at all. Okay. Like I said, this is the third listen chat I've done in a long time for myself. I'm used to doing listen chills, listen crew, and this is all new territory for me. Now, it is upside down. At the nail, that's how I had to film it. But I may be able to split it during editing. So we'll see about that. Now, the first thing I want to show you are my Year of the Horse release papers that I am using from Miss Crashley right here. I like to do the three sides. That's a good side for me to do at a time. Now, it still takes you quite a while to do a side like this. So I'm not quite sure how long I can hold out during this listen check, but we will see. Now, also, I have started using these, when I do attaining, I always keep track on my phone of how long that I do outwork each day. And then I count it the number of days at the end when I'm finished, and I'll write in my logbook how many days and how many hours and minutes it took me. So Crashley and Carolyn has come up with these yearly trackers, so that you can track how long you've been working. Now, you can do monthly or you can do yearly. Like, just the title of your painting, the artist, the start and end date. And then every day that you worked on it, you marked it. So today is the, today is the 18th, maybe. I don't know what today is. I'll have to look and make sure. But what you do is you turn over the 33, find the day you start, and circle it in. So, I don't know what today is. I should have looked before I started, shouldn't I? So, let's take it in. I'm going to write It's Unbridled Spirit. I hope my ink pen doesn't smear. Lori Trindle is the artist. And the start date is to head down to me. I'll have to see. I don't know what today is. Okay. So I've got that taken care of. Get that out of the way. Alright. Was I ready? Nope. That'll look. Okay. Now, got that done. Don't need that. Another thing I do that absolutely drives a friend of mine, Danina, that, you know what? He'll be okay. I cut off my legend. One of my legends. I cut it off. Because I could take a picture and print it. Yes, I could. But this is a lot easier to teach it with in my head. Anyway, that's what I tell myself. And I just teach this legend close by until I learn where all of my drills are in the cases. I refer to it from time to time. Now, I can't move the tumbler to show you that, trust me when I say that. I don't know what that's there. Go. I am using an Art Dot 60 bottle case, and I'm using a $5 30 bottles case. Because in all, there are, just a reminder, 75 colors with, of the 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of those are textural drills. Now, the one metallic and the rest are like 4 fairy dust, 4 crystals, 4 IDs, maybe there's 6 IDs, I don't know. But there's 16 tetra drills. So, and as I use each one, I will show you. I'll be sure to do that. What am I using? I'm using a timer. I will set this to 60 minutes. Yep, that's how I do. I set it to 60 minutes to do the noise. That's annoying, I know it is. But, there. So when that goes off in an hour, I will write down my time somewhere that I've been working an hour, and I'm going to set that off to the side here. I am using an A3 light tab. Man, I'm not done this in so long. I am using for a tray, I'm using a Berta from Touchy Tile Floors. I'm using a straightener and Zodiac Shadows. Are you seeing that? I don't know what you can see. I'm using just, well, let's start. The first thing I'll be using is this tray from Retro Resin. I think tray. This is not a tray, it's just tin. That's a tray. But it's a tin from Retro Resin, and I did receive this as a Christmas gift from my very good friend Rick from Stitching the Diamond. They'll check them out. He's always listed in the description of every video. Along with some other people that helped me throughout, my YouTube journey. And then this is just ordinary, nothing special angel tip that does have blue dot from Snap Crashley. I can't remember the scent. It does have the scent. I don't know what I'm using. This is DAC needle tip, and I think it's not the tip placer. And in it, I am using Tracy's DC World Putty again. I don't know what's in it. Can't remember. Then this, I used another plastic tin like this, just an ordinary generic tin on Amazon. And I used but this is a 7-placer plastic tip, and it's just a normal red, black, and then this side is a generic angled plastic tip, and it has blue black, hard black, and I use the hard black for IDs. Sometimes I use my ETN. It just depends on what kind of day I'm having. I'm also using art out bottles, not just the storage. I have the trash drills. Oh, okay. This is the scent that I'm using. Laura's, it's Unbridled. Right here. It's just normal hard blacks, and it does smell like the outdoors. No. And other than that's all I'm using, I think. Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm using. Now, we can get back to me trying not to bore you to death in a listen chat. Oh, and I am using tweezers. Little tweezers. That's what I call them. Okay. Now, so, how are you, Dad? Oh, and my tray, this is a Dolly tray from Dixie Down. Yeah. I used Sarah and Dad, as you can see. And I wanted a tray to match this bed. I know they're crazy. Because I don't match my paintings. I mean, my trays and accessories to my paintings. I just don't. I don't have that many trays. So I just kind of keep the tray and tin and all that and eat that. So I wanted an orange tray. And I decided on the white or the black bottom. So I decided to do white. And now I'm mad because I wish I'd done black. But whatever. But anyways, it's just a small tray. And it's 32 because the bottom is different. It's not the starburst that you usually see on the yellow dog. Yellow dog sadly went out of business. That Dixie Down did purchase their business, their tile, or I don't know how that works, but they make the doggy trays now. So, along with other products. I will leave all of these links in the bottom in the description below. And okay, I guess it's time to get started. Oh, I know this. Okay. So, as I said, this is I don't know if I said, but this is Unbridled Spirit by Lori Trindle. There is an unboxing, and I will have that video linked below. if you want to check it out. This is Unbridled. This was sent to me for review, and it was also sent to me so that I could do this to your horse, and I love it. It's so pretty. It's an 85 to 55 centimeters. So it can take me a while to do this, guys, so bear with me. And like I said, I will do a video from time to time working on this so that you can see how it comes along. And I will take pictures when I finish all of this corner. I'll take a picture and let you see how it comes along. And I'll do that throughout the painting. I will post the progress on my socials in my community tab. This is very synthetic heavy in the horse. I mean, very. And even in the sky. You didn't know for the line blotting. You may have patches of color blotting that, for the most part, it's confetti heavy. Don't laugh at me, Berta. I know what confetti is. So, this is also computer rendered. They do have hand rendered, and they have them ready to ship out kits on the Big City Boutique site. But if you're wanting to order, then production will not start that until March. However, you can place your order now, and you'll be in queue to get your painting ready for you when production starts in March. Okay, so let's peel this off. And we're just going to be working on the side. Whenever I peel off the page, I take it and I put it in the main bag so that I try to not reuse the same one over and over. Okay, now, what do I need? Alright, see, this is when I use my legend when I first start out to find my symbol. Otherwise, I will be here until the end of time. So let's see. 47, which is 3770. It's the color I need. That is not a picture drill. I don't think. Nope. Okay. $47.70 is what we're going to start with. It is very light peach kind of sort of. Okay, let's see how many chocolate I get. So put some in here. Now, I cannot shake my drills, so I just kind of lean it or rock it back and forth a few times. Then I just kind of, like that. Sometimes I feel like I can do better. For now, that'll work. Okay. Now, as I was saying, this is for this painting is for the Asian, no, it's not the Asian event, the Year of the Horse event, 2026, hosted by Kelly Raines and Kat, Dark Dust Diamonds. Don't tell me I need new blacks. And This is a year-long event, so, you have plenty of time to jump on in. We've only given away 1 month of prizes so far. So, you got 11 more months of this event. And right now we're still getting our bearings, and so give us some grace. When you're putting on an event, period, it's a lot of work. So when you're doing it for a whole year, it can be a bit much. It can. So plus we've got things going on in our own personal lives. So we do have a life. So we can't dedicate ourselves 24/7 to the event. So sometimes we'll do a live and we don't have everything narrowed down. So, and we just kind of let you see our thinking process. So, as of now, I think we got everything ready for the next giveaway live, but, you'll see. You know me. You know us. Full of surprises. But I am on the committee along with Jay Lee in the Choosing the Community, and then Berta the Diamonds, the Cat, and Kelly Rain. So it's the 4 of us running this event. And I had a small canvas, the Riley Gray Pastel Horse, not a Disney name of it, I'm not sure. And but when I had the opportunity to do this one, it was a no-brainer to me, really. Now, Year of the Horse is the 2026 Year of the Horse is a fire horse, because I didn't start the timer. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Year of the Horse. The 2026 Chinese Year of the Fire Horse started February 17th, 2026, and it runs to February 5th, 2027. And the Fire Horse represents an energetic and fast-paced year focused on bold action, freedom, and adventure. The horse is the 7th animal in the 12-year zodiac cycle. I didn't know that. The horse symbolizes hard work, passion, and independence. And the key traits of the horse are social, confident, and often outspoken. Though they may face challenges with impatience and moodiness. Does that not sound like me? I'm not a Year of the Horse, I'm Year of the Snake, but, hey, maybe I got a twin out there. I don't know. Yeah, so, that is, and I did not know that there were different horses, and I thought I had that written down, but I did not. And then, the previous years, the Year of the Horse, the 1930, 1932, 64, 66, 78, 90, 2002, and 2014. And the element, the stars associated with passion, intensity, and the potential for conflict. Okay, conflict is not me. I don't like conflict. I don't do conflict. I try not to, I really try to be good to everybody, and I wouldn't hurt anybody through anything in the world, not intentionally anyway. So, conflict is not me. Personality traits, I told you that. Energetic, independent, adventurous, charming, and sometimes hot-tempered. But again, not me. not hot censored. Now, if you're the horse, and you want to find some love, it's Valentine's Day that already passed, but the compatibility that you are with are the tiger, the dog, and the goat. To make sure your significant other is a tiger, dog, and a goat, and you're golden. Yeah. Advice for 2026. Focus on persistence to achieve breakthroughs, maintain balance, self-care, and prepare for a fast-paced, sometimes unpredictable year. Okay. Cultural significance. The horse is used in Chinese culture as a symbol of speed and perseverance, often representing talent and heroism. And then it said the year of the fire horse occurred every 60 years, and it's known for being especially intense and dynamic. And famous people born in these years are Nelson Mandela, Kobe Bryant, Jackie Chan, and Barack Obama. So that's just a little bit about Year of the Horse. You know, if you didn't know much about it, and I'll admit, I didn't. You know, I don't know a lot about the Chinese zodiac. So, I just thought I'd, educate you a little bit. Which I'm not an educator, I don't think. See if I want to multi-place. I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to be a bad placer on the videos. That'd be embarrassing, right? I'm not the best placer. But I'm also not the worst either. So, and I do straighten out my drills as I go, but for the sake of time, I will do that after the video. So, how'd you guys did? What you been working on? What is your entry for Year of the Horse? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I like to know. I am very excited to be working with Kelly and the canvases are beautiful. They're all beautiful, and I can't wait to show them all to you. So, but it's gonna take me a little time. I have slowed down quite a bit in the last, last few months, maybe since the fall. I just realized that I'm not in my 20s anymore. So, my body is telling me to slow down. And if anyone knows me, if those who know me, that's a no-no. I don't like to slow down in the least. And I'm having a hard time finding a balance, to be honest, quite honest. I've been having quite a bit of pain, so, and it's a new thing, so I'm dealing with that. So my videos have been kind of slow lately, guys, and I'm sorry about that. But, just give me time. I'll do that to myself. I have some exciting guests that are going to be coming up in the future. So I can't really wait to show you, share that with you. In fact, I have one this coming Thursday, Miss Lizette Crash and Tales, which is actually tomorrow, believe it or not. And I am excited and nervous all at the same time. Yes. And then my hand stick. Did anyone ever stick to the team this? That is because I usually tape. Sometimes I tape it like this and lay down on it so it doesn't stick. But kind of hard to do that when you need to place your drill there. So I usually don't even try. But anyways, I've been dealing with that. I had to go to the doctor like 2 weeks ago, and because of the weather, I had to touch on twice, and so it's really hard to get that on track when you do that. And not only that, they have decided to do maintenance on our road in the middle of winter. That makes no sense to me that that's what they're doing. And they shut down the roads every day from 8:30 to 3:30, so you're trapped. So I had to call and tell my doctor I can't come because I can't get out. And they're like, well, how can you get meds if you can't get out? And I'm like, well, they don't leave them closed all night. And I said, well, and I'm trying not to say well too much bad because I say it funny and I'm trying to get out of the habit of that, so whatever. But anyways, so that helped me out too. Not to mention, I can't get mail. Can't get it. I did get some packages today because the UPS guy left them with my neighbor. Yeah. And it's driving me crazy because I got some TR canvases, some sneak peeks coming, and I can't get my mails. I just got a product today that somebody in the community made me. They make storage containers and they do it with people with disabilities in mind. And I'll be sharing that with you in its own separate video. I'm not gonna name who made it for me unless I get permission. I am gonna check tonight to see if I have permission. But I did get that today, and I love it. It's so pretty. It branded with my channel name. It has that 40-size art out bottle, which is really gonna help me when I'm done painting on the bed. Wish I had it right now, but I just got it today and I was already kitted up. So, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Well, I know the night that they were giving me the snowstorm, I don't know what it was, but I was just wired, could not sleep, along with some other friends of mine. And we stayed up talking all night long till like 7, 8 o'clock. We were just so wired because nobody knew how much damage they were going to get from the storm, and I was just convinced that I was going to lose power for a year. Okay, not a year, that's a bit excessive on my part. But I really was convinced we would lose power, but we did not. We kept it, believe it or not. We didn't really get enough. We were first to turn in to get 19 inches of snow. And that made me happy because I wanted double digits. But I wanted the electricity to stay on the floor. You know, when I want something, I want it off. Not that. But I had not seen double-digit snow since I was in high school. And neither had my girls. And I wanted them to see it. But unfortunately, that did not happen. I do think Lexington may have gotten 10 inches, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't get barely any ice, any snow. Like, no, we didn't get any. I don't know. We may have gotten 6 inches, and that was the second round. It wasn't even the first round. So, that was a letdown. Just so you know. But I know people at North, they got enough for me and half the country. So, sorry about them. Some people were out of tower for like a week. And I can't imagine because it was so cold. It really was. It got down like not just the wind chill factor, the normal temperature was in the negative. And it hadn't been that cold in a long time. I mean, it had the wind chill factor that this was a -3 with the wind chill of -23 below. So it was so cold out. And so I did think about the people that were fighting, the storm and not having any power. But other than that, I haven't really been doing much of anything. I've just been trying to, run my channel and, that I've had some things to I've got a lot on my mind and keeping me up at night, which is fine. I have friends that keep me company but, I think back to a year ago. That is what a difference a year makes. Nothing's the same. Nothing. Meaning, there are some people that, we're not friends anymore. We don't talk, or we've lost touch. And that makes me really sad, because life is too short to go through in conflict. And I don't like it. It makes me nervous and anxious. And, I want to see the good in everybody. And I try to love everybody, If you treat me right, I'm going to treat you right. And, I miss some friendship that I'm not particularly close to anymore. And, that's a sad feeling, Dad, and I don't want any of you to go through that. Try to just always be honest with each other and be true to yourselves. Always be true to yourselves. Always. And I'll also remember the kind of, you may have best friends and you may have a significant other, and you can have those and still have friends with other people too, and you can be close to more than one person. But you need to also learn to respect each other and give each other space to do things on their own, because we all need to learn to do things on their own. I never really had the option to do much of anything on my own, not completely. And I think about that. And it used to not bother me. I didn't, that's just how life was. I needed help. I accepted that. But then, lately, I have been really resenting that, I think. And so, I don't like that feeling. I've been trying to get out of that feeling. Makes me feel itchy, and I don't like that. I can't change who I am, and nor will I. And nobody should. So that's just kind of some things I've been thinking about. I've been trying to change my channel a little bit because, I started my channel to help people. I did. And somewhere along the way, I lost my way. I got caught up in the YouTube hype of trying to be the best creator I can be, trying to get, be on top of the schedule that I would try to do 3 and 4 videos a week, plus my live. And I was running a dip, which I loved. Don't get me wrong, I love that. But by the end of the year, I had to take a month break. I was burned out, and I'll be honest with you, it wasn't enough. I had to nape myself alive on the 3rd of January, because I knew if I didn't, I'm not it. Because it got really easy to say, I'm just going to dip my life today. And I love my life. I loved hanging out with you guys, and I didn't want to do that. But I got to find a balance. So you may not see as many videos from me, but I'm still around. I'm still around. I'm still running my life. That's the most important thing to me right now on my life. Because people, that's what I'm good at. I'm good at people. I'm good at connecting with people and being there with people. I'm a great listener. I really am. When it really comes down to it and you need someone to just listen, I can listen. Now I like to talk, and I like to ask questions. I mean, I'm curious by nature. I really am. But if you need a friend to lean on, you don't me. So I'm always around, even if I might go 2 weeks and not do anything to the live. I think I went 13 days. Not the last video, but the video before that, I went like 13 days and hadn't posted anything. And a few months ago, I would have really just died. I wouldn't have done that. So it has relieved a lot of pressure. It really has. And it's causing me to, try new things with my channel, such as the segment, the diamond paint with me, and ask me anything. That the first one I had, it went so well, so well. And, she tried to ask me questions, and I answered as honestly as I could, and it happened. I wanted those lives to not just asked me questions that I wanted to help someone with my answers. And I did. I connected with a young woman, a 31-year-old young woman that had cerebral palsy. Her name's Anna. And she asked me how I navigated through my life with my disability. And that was worth the whole life right there. I made sure to knock down the paint. I looked directly into the tumor so that she could see that I was speaking directly to her. And I also appreciate that the chat let me do that. They made us have that connection. Everybody just listened. There weren't any questions coming in. There weren't any calls or emails or anything like that. It was just Anna and I. And I hope that I helped her. I hope that I answered the question that she was seeking. I would love to talk to you one-on-one, Anna, if you are listening to this. I would love for you to get in touch with me. You did ask me to leave my socials under that video, and I did. And I think I found you. I think you left a comment on one of my posts on Facebook, but I didn't want to invade your privacy, so I figured that you would reach out to me when you were ready. That I would love to talk to you, just talk to you, just to be a friend. And I'd like to get to know you a little bit, because you just seem like a very intelligent young woman to me, and I would really enjoy talking to you. I know I would. And that goes to anybody that feels they had something to say or a story to tell. That was terrible placement. That you are always welcome on my channel. Or if you don't want to tell it on a live, you just want to tell me, by all means, I'd love to hear it, because sometimes we just need someone to talk to, or sometimes we just need someone to listen to us. And I try to give that respect to anybody I speak to, anybody I come in contact with, because they deserve that undivided attention. And so, if you need me, you know where I am. It is pouring down the rain here. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is. That's just lovely. I cannot wait to spring. What about you guys? Do you guys like the winter? Are you watching the Olympics? What do you think of the Olympics? Do we have any watchers here? I have been watching a lot of them. Not so much the last 2 days. I've been busy. So, I don't really know what's going on right now, but I have been watching, and I love the Olympics. Now, I'm more the Summer Olympics, because I love volleyball and deep volleyball and rowing and gymnastics and, so, but I love the winter one too. I've been watching them, and the other night was the rest night, so a lot of athletes, so I do love the Olympics. But yeah, I been trying to start this canvas for about a week now, and it just seems like every time I sit down to film, something comes up, and I will always put somebody else before myself. Always. And maybe some people find that as a flaw. I don't. I find that as a good thing, but I do need to find a balance. But Kelly, I am sorry it's taking me so long to start on this canvas, but like I said, life happens. You know how it is. But I love these drills. So far, they're not staticky. They were. I had some static, but it has seemed to dissipate. So that's a good thing. But I think that I will sit here and down and paint for a little bit. Maybe put it on a time lapse and let you. I've had some people request that I play some drills. I've never seen me play some drills, so I think that I'll just sit here and I'm sure I'll talk to myself for the drills or something. But I'm gonna need all that out and time lapse this and kind of let you see. And then I'll come back towards the end to close out the video. And then I am going to try to edit and upload tonight to let it go out in the morning. That is not my goal anyway. That's not playing, but I've also been spending time with Chloe. She's in here, so that has helped me up. She's at home, and she helped me as she does now with videos. And so I was going to do this one, and she had time to help me film a year in review video. So I had to do that, and then she helped me with another video. And so, the thing about me is the thing that really drives me crazy the most about my disability. It's not that I can't walk. That's an inconvenience, and it is, and a disappointment at times. But it's the fact that when I want to do something, for the most part, I can't just pick up and do it. I've got to schedule around my mom, and she's got a life. She dedicated her whole life to me, so she deserved to do her own things. And so I had to work around her, work around Chloe, work around friends, whoever. I can't just sit down and do something when I want to do it. I can't just get in the car and pick up and take off and head to wherever, I want to go. When I want to go. So that is the people ask me the hardest thing about being dependent on people. That's it. Having to schedule your needs and wants around someone else. And that's not me complaining. That's just me telling you the fact. That's just how it is. And so that's probably behind it, because I would have had this video out, last week, had I been able. that I couldn't, and that is okay. But I am going to stop talking here. I'll come back and close out the video, of course. But I'm gonna finish this flare. I will try to finish this flare in this video. And then, like I said, I'm gonna keep working on this. Now, I am gonna keep working on this. I'm just not gonna video every time that I do it because it's gonna take me a very long time. And you don't wanna watch down things that long, I'm sure. So, oops. Oh man, are you kidding me?
This is a reminder.
Here she goes.
Schedule live.
I did schedule my live. Thank you for letting me know that I need to schedule my own live.
Schedule live.
So, that's a reminder to schedule the live with that, which is tomorrow. Yeah, it is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. I hope you can be there, but if you can't, I understand completely. Before I go, I will want to remind you that your romance art canvases, they are due Saturday at midnight Central Time. So your progress, make sure you get that in there. There are some amazing prizes, and I won one myself, so I'm very happy about that. I won a diamond painting shop gift card, so. But anyway, that's all I have to get out right now. I hate doing it. Do you guys ever pull too much out? And if you do, what do you do? Put it at the end, or do you start all over? I need to know. But some people say don't put it at the end, it's too dirty. And some people say put it at the end, the dirtier the better. So, whatever. But you guys enjoy your diamond painting, please. I do have the Facebook group that is always listed in the description. Feel free to drop your whatever you're working on down there. I'd love to see your progress and your finishes. You know, I love to see finishes. That's not just my type, that's your type too. So, but I can't turn this off and it's driving me nuts. Driving me crazy. Okay. That's that. Alright. So, I'm gonna finish this flare while you guys do what you're doing, and I will do that to close out this video. Alright guys, I have been recording a little over an hour, I think. And so, like I said, I'm gonna speed up I never done the time lapse, so do, do me some grace on that too. But I just wanted to come back on here. I'm still gonna continue working on this even after the videos, after I'm finished. But like I said, I wanted to come on here and close it out with you. And, give you my thoughts as to, what I think so far. And so far, I love the canvas. It is thick. It's a very thick canvas. So it holds its shape. It holds the drills. And the glue is very, very sticky. So once you place those drills down, they're not sliding. I mean, I don't know if you noticed earlier that I was kind of pushing and the placement was up. Now I will go through and I'll take the straightener and I'll just kind of straighten the edges out, like that. And I'll just do it on all sides. So I just kind of did that as I go, and I just didn't want to, take too much of your time with me, because it can take me quite a while to do that. But I once again thank Kelly for sending me this canvas. Thank you, Crashley and Carlin, for making the beautiful release paper. 30 years of horse is absolutely, I've never done a trindle, so this is my very first word trindle, and I'm enjoying it quite a lot. And big to the teeth, they had some really cool symbols too that I'm loving, such as, can you see that? Can you see what I'm pointing at? You got this, I don't know what that is, but I like it. You got the leaf, the coffee cup, so I'm liking some of these symbols. You got, that upside down that look funny. A camera, an umbrella. Yeah, so I'm enjoying these symbols. The bad thing is, though, is when you have more than one bag and you have to draw the symbols. That's scary. I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, and that's the truth. Because somehow, for whatever reason, I'll use a ruler and it ends up diagonally. I don't know, see that on me. No explanation needed. But I hope that you guys are all doing well. Reach out to me, let me know how you're doing. I really do want to know. That's not just something I say. I really do want to know. Remember, again, your progress for all of your events. Make sure that you get them in on time. The February toast, the year the horse had into that. And, oh God, I don't have that calendar in front of me, but I will have all of that listed below when to have your progress in, and when the next ride is will be. Again, I don't know. I had to talk to Kat and Kelly and Charlie and see what's going on, because I didn't kind of dizzy the last couple of days. I'm a little behind, but you guys let me know what you're working on and what your plans are for the weekend. Do you have anything exciting going on besides T-Law tomorrow night, 10 o'clock Eastern? I know that's what I look forward to all week long, the T-Law, 10 o'clock. Yep, that is. That's the highlight of my Friday night. But I'm gonna go. I need to help my mom with something, and like I said, she dedicated her life to me. So little bit I can help her, I try to. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Remember to, well, first off, again, this, once I post this video, it's gonna go in the playlist. And anytime I do post a video for Year of the Horse, it will be in that particular playlist. So, you guys, I hope that you love yourselves, love others, and let others love you. And remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm living proof, and I really am. I'm still fighting every day. One battle or another. And I'm not gonna give up. Because that's just not who I am. And that's who I want you to be as well. So, I will see you tomorrow night in Night Live. See you guys. Bye.